Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Steele Twins Gaming. We are excited to bring you the very next episode, the very latest episode of voice acting. And we hope that you have a chill drink in your hand and a comfortable chair to sit in, because for the next couple of hours, your hosts will give you a night that you will never forget. So, with that in mind, here are your hosts, the Cannonball, the Cannon, the Steele Twins. What's up, everybody? It's Sunday night, and you know what that means.
That's right. It is voice acting night, baby, and it is my 2-month anniversary of my subscription to your channel. So.
Okay, well, hey, I definitely appreciate the support, and we appreciate the support from all of our loyal listeners. So yeah, there it is. Yep, 2 months in a row, touchdown. So, couple of brief announcements. I've tweaked my schedule a little bit, my streaming schedule, because my content is kind of lacking. I mean, package here is blowing me out of the water. And as a matter of fact, I don't think this light is good for me. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta get my good side. So, yeah, this is fine. As a matter of fact, no. I want to pull this up a little bit.
Can we take a quick commercial break here?
No, it's totally fine, dude. So while I'm dinking around with my camera here, that's better. I was gonna have you go through the gamut of the gambit, the list of projects that you're heading up. Package. What kind of stuff are you blowing me out of the water with?
Well, I brought you Nostalgic Monday, back to the 90s. 2 different games from the SNES, one being Claymates, the other being Congo's Caper, both on the SNES, released in the early 90s.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, those just remind me of all those times we went to the video store just to get a random game to play for the weekend. And you know what? We found some good ones and we found some bad ones. But it doesn't really get much more nostalgic than that. We'd have to hang a big ass Blockbuster sign in the back of the room here. And just very briefly, what other projects do you have on plate, including the most recent edition?
Well, I gotta tell you, this past weekend has been huge because it was the much awaited return of hot off the steel press. And that game is Donkey Kong Bonanza, and oh my goodness. If you don't own this game just yet, what are you waiting for? Go get it, man. I mean, there are some gamers out there that waited 5 hours before they even reached the game's title. It's like, whoa, they give you so much to do, so much to smash, so much to collect, so much to just do, man. Oh man, it's bonkers.
So yeah, it's definitely a collector's delight or nightmare, depending on depending on your opinion of the situation. But yeah, think Super Mario Odyssey. Think think Super Mario Odyssey meets Minecraft. Sprinkle in a little Donkey Kong, and include the ability to destroy your environment around you. That is Donkey Kong Bonanza in a nutshell. Plus, there's a lot of other unique features that you're not going to really find anywhere else. Plus, the lords at IGN, call them lords, the guys over at IGN. I mean, your game reviewer site du jour may differ, but IGN, we've constantly thought their games ratings were pretty good. They gave it a solid 10. Now that puts this game an exclusive company. Now, granted, over the years, I mean, Andrew and I were sitting offline, and he was just listing off all the games that ever got a 10 rating, and yeah, a lot of them in the modern era seem to get a 10. But man, you want to talk about 10 rated games in the early like back in the day, you're talking about Ocarina of Time, Super Mario Odyssey, and like what was another game like from our childhood or our teen years that was given the stamp of 10?
Super Mario Galaxy 2 was one of them.
Mm-hmm. So the point is, there's not a whole lot of games that made the guys go, holy shit, this is a perfect 10. Donkey Kong Bonanza is a perfect 10. You know, I made it a point to stand next to my brother when he played like the first hour, and I'm very, very much impressed. So don't be surprised if you see more content with the both of us tackling this game on his channel, on Steele Twins Andy. And also, I'm going to be putting some more Diablo content up. I'm also going to be doing Magic the Gathering Tuesdays. Not this coming Tuesday, but the following. I'm going to really start doing that. Just a 2-hour, let's throw some matches together and see if I can't get some wins or anything. And then on Thursdays, I don't know. I mean, there's so much stuff that I could possibly do in 4 hours, but I'm dedicating a 4-hour block of time to just random stuff. You know, I'm not going to say what it is. Just, you know, it's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. So, but I think we've had enough jibber jabber for once. I mean, we're already like good.
Before we continue, aren't you missing anything? My Discord is not seeing your screen.
Oh, let me rectify that, my dear. Let me rectify that, my dear fellow. So give me a second.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's not possible for me to follow along with the stream when I can't see a screen. Now I see a screen, and now I hear it, so we're good. old Cannon over here, he's keeping me in line. You know, that's what he pay him for. So now I think we got enough jibber jabber done. I mean, we're 8 minutes into this stream, and I think it's time to get to my second favorite part of the show. You guys know the drill by now. If you have a cap to your bottle or a pin on your can, you go ahead and pull that pin back or twist that cap off. With a twisty twist, yes.
Hey, Cannon. Woo, Daddy. Scott Ryan has liked the stream. You're just in time for tea. What time is it?
It's time to get bombed.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Mike.
One last piece of thing. This coming Friday will be another recording of the Outside Blitz. I will be bringing that to Twitch and YouTube. So feel free to tune in. I think it was a hit last time, and I think people might get a kick out of that. And I want to see if I can put it in a Patreon. But if we could get okay, hold on. Yeah, so if we could get like the Outside Blitz trending. I mean, you know, my great friend, the fabulous Scotty Freytown's doing awesome work. You know, just doing it, you know, doing the stuff, putting it together. But, you know, I want to see if I can get it out to a broader audience. But he's probably doing a better job than I am. Live scene. There it is. Oh, it looks so good. All right. So let's go ahead and load a game. No. You know what I'm gonna do? We already finished. We finished episode 2.5. I want to do a new game, right? Yes. So how many? How many cases do we have?
I think we have like 5.
Right, but why can't I? I gotta click and drag. I'm dumb. Okay, so there's case 3, so there's 5 cases. Okay, so this one's nice. So we're going to discuss the origins of Horus. So we're gonna get to learn more about the Eye of Horus. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get moving.
Lock 'em and load 'em, ladies. It's go time. I'm sorry, Tyrion. There were so many things that I wanted to tell you. So many things that I wanted to show you.
Frank Cuthbert.
So that's got to be Tyrion's mother.
Mother or A sister?
Mother.
Somebody related to old Tyrion, so let's find out.
But I'm afraid that I can't do that now. I need you to be strong now. This world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving.
Come on, it's not that bad, is it?
But I've seen you. I know how bright the light within you is.
Oh, so he's not John Cena. Good. Sorry.
Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine gate as I once did. Use it to reclaim the future.
What? Episode 3. The Origins of Horus. We gonna do time travel shit? What?
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 Preposterous! Completely and utterly preposterous!
Is something wrong, Lord Van Sanctus?
You filthy rat! You cheated, didn't you? That's right. You're just a cheat in a charlatan.
Lloyd Van Sanctus, occupation nobleman. Oh boy, another one of these frou-frous. Do you have any evidence to prove that ridiculous claim?
I must not chest before you can crawl out of whatever rat hole you came from. Do you honestly expect anyone to believe that you could defeat me?
Honestly, I'm just as disappointed as you are. I was expecting more of a challenge from House Van Sanctus. I suppose all the gold in the world can't buy you a modicum of skill.
You little upstart! Von Sanctus' acquaintance clears his throat and gestures subtly to the crowd of spectators.
In other words, shut the fuck up.
Everyone's attention is on him, and you can see the crowd muttering amongst themselves.
What a jerk.
Idiot. His undignified behavior probably isn't doing any favors for his public image. Realizing himself, he tries to regain his composure.
Tries. Pull this down.
Realizing himself, he tries to regain his composure.
Yeah, you said it right. I was just sitting there going, yeah, he's probably gonna... Anyway.
He's preposterous. He walks away, muttering the word preposterous under his breath a few more times. Sounds like he's trying to reassure himself more than anyone else.
So, that was something. Yeah, I knew that he'd get angry, but I didn't expect him to make a scene like that. Well, you did insult him. Not to say that he didn't deserve it. Come on, I love seeing those conceited nobles lose their minds when I beat them. It's half the fun of playing these tournaments. Wow, where's this confidence when we're in the courthouse? Court cases are different. I have to deal with real-world elements during a trial, and that includes Prosecutor Steelwind. Prosecutor Steelwind, huh? I wonder if she plays chess. Now there's a thought. I wonder if she'd be willing to play against me sometime. She can't be any worse than these pampered nobles. Anyways, we should celebrate somewhere in town. Even if he was a pushover, you just beat one of the top-ranked chess players in the kingdom. To be honest, I had my reservations about returning to the city of Oranax. If I weren't facing one of the 4 pillars, I would have never come back here. I'd rather leave this city as soon as possible. I saw a cafe while we're walking around. The food smelled great. I'd really like to go there. We can always go to one of the cafes in the capital. There are plenty of places to choose from there. Trust me, I've traveled around the world. There's nothing better than food from a thriving port city. Right, I suppose there's no harm in staying a little longer. She does have a point. The city streets seem livelier than when I last saw them. I see a lot of businesses that weren't here before. They all seem to be very well off. Despite being a port city, Oranax used to look like a ghost town. Has the local nobility been investing in the city? I find that possibility very hard to believe.
You arrive at the cafe that Celeste told you about. As you enter, you're struck by a powerful aroma of freshly baked pastries and coffee.
Ooh, my mouth is watering already.
The scent of the baked goods swirls around you. You take a moment to inhale the enticing smells. You have to admit that it's making you very hungry.
So, you seek to enter the domain of the Deathbringer Songstress? Well, if glory is what you seek, then look no further. For you stand before Morsuka Tudor, Dark Lord of Oranax.
Oh boy. Well, she's 19 years old and practices the arcane art of evocation.
As you head further into the cafe, you're approached by a familiar face.
Mosarika Tudor. Go ahead.
Mosarika Tudor, occupation merchant.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume that you're on this, like, every time.
Pretty much.
Rika, is that you?
It appears that my reputation precedes me. How good of you to... Wait, you're Tyrion? You're back.
Hi.
Why didn't you tell anyone that you were back in town? You have any idea how worried we've all been?
Do you two know each other? Right. Celeste, this is Okay, I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing this name. Mosarika, right? Celeste, this is Mosarika Tudor. I was friends with her when I lived here many years ago. Wait, you used to live here? Yeah. Oranax is actually the town I grew up in. What? But you were in such a hurry to leave before. Oh boy.
You came here to eat, right? If you're still hungry, I can bring you some of our best dishes on the house.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Come on, don't be like that. It's been years since I've seen you. You know how good my food is.
Okay, but only for a little while.
Rika sets a table for the three of you and calls over a waiter. You all place your orders.
Place your bets.
Well, tell me everything. I want to know all about what you've been doing since you left.
Well, let's talk to her. Celeste McCoy.
So, are you going to introduce us?
Right, this is Celeste McCoy. She's my bodyguard.
Bodyguard?
And Celeste, this is...
So for these introductions, I am Mosarika Tudor, Dark Lord of Oranax, High Archmighty of the Candian Flames, and the proud proprietor of this cafe.
Oh, okay. I was friends with her when I used to live here. She's a little eccentric, but she's a good person at heart.
Hey!
She's also a common folk mage like you.
So you come from the same humble beginnings that I do. Which spells have you mastered?
I haven't really mastered any of them. I know about 7 spells, though.
7? That's almost 4 times the amount that I know.
I would read that as, that's almost 4 times the amount that I know.
That's almost 4 times the amount that I know.
So, let me see.
Yeah, she was thinking.
Yeah, so, goddamn, so she only knows like 2. She's learned even more spells. She's been picking them up rather quickly.
Keep that in mind, Cannonball.
Yeah. Just how magically adept is this woman?
I've been usurped.
Talk, Tyrion Cuthbert.
Look at you, Mr. Big Shot. You're wearing a suit now. You even have a bodyguard. You got an office job in the big city.
Something like that. I'm actually a defense attorney now.
A defense attorney? I see. Is that why you left out with that scary lady?
Scary lady? Are you talking about Ruby? I don't think she's that scary. Is she? Commander White was talking an awful lot of shit about her. Was it truly unfounded? Anyway.
Subscribers, if you happen to be watching this, good for you. If you're watching an ad, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Show that support.
Appreciate it. So, Ms. Tamora adopted me when my mother passed several years ago. After that, she began training me to become an attorney like her. Wait, you've been studying to be an attorney since you were a kid? Well, I guess it explains why you're so young for a lawyer, said the 19-year-old mercenary. Yeah, I guess you got me there. Rika's Cafe. What kind of food you got here? Are you the owner of this cafe, Rika? I mean, she just got done telling you she's the proprietor, you doofus. Ugh, you always spoke about opening one when we were kids.
Yep, and it's all thanks to the Kogan Trading Company. The company's owner invested in my business idea to trade with food. Because of him, I was able to open up here, just like I've always dreamed.
Dracogen Trading Company? I don't think I've heard of them.
They're pretty small right now, and they're only operating in Ornax. But I heard that they're planning to expand the operations to Riverguard.
But I would have thought that Lord Van Sanctus would have weeded out any competition. After all, he owns one of the largest businesses in the kingdom. Lord Van Sanctus. Isn't he that pompous noble that I beat in the chess tournament this morning?
Wait, that was you?
I didn't even know he was a businessman. Von Sanctus Industries invented those arcane constructs that we saw at the Imperial Academy. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. How do you not know about these things? You practically fight against nobles for a living. Maybe I should start reading more about national politics. Jeez. Anyway, follow the product, Greenie. Our next city. Is it just me, or does the city look less depressing than before?
Oh, great. You got the city before the new merchants appeared.
New merchants? Like from a merchant's guild?
Yeah, the Kogan Trading Company was one of the first ones. Started operating here in both the Arcane finally a few years ago. After that, merchants from all over Wevergard started coming here.
Well, being based in a port city would definitely give them an edge.
And their presence has really helped the city's economy. They aren't told by the nobility, and they pay their employees a lot more than Von Sanctus does. It's really improved the quality of life for the people here.
I know Van Sanctus appreciates the competition, though.
There's even talk about forming employee-run unions.
Oh, Von Sanctus definitely won't appreciate that. All right, the chess tournament.
So, you still play chess?
Yeah, I'm nationally ranked, too. Ow.
I heard that an upstart commoner defeated Lord Van Sanctus at a tournament this morning. But I had no idea they were talking about you.
Upstart commoner? The name suits you, Tyrion.
Hey, do you still do that thing when you play?
No. What thing? Yeah, what thing?
You don't mean the Eye of Horus, do you?
Oh, man, does he use that when he's playing? Oh, tisk, tisk, tisk.
Man, if he does that, that's cheating.
Nothing. She's not talking about anything.
Rich, you're actually embarrassed about it?
Sorry. Huh?
When we were kids, you did it even more than I did.
What? What do you mean she's doing? Wait a minute. Doing what? Now I'm curious.
Me too, actually.
I gotta hydrate. Here we go. What? What did he used to do?
We just saw her, Tyrion.
I'd rather not. Come on, show us, Tyrion. Oh boy. The thing. I think I'm a little too old for this.
You never thought the temperature and a chinny.
Johnny?
What does that mean?
Do it, Tyrion.
Yeah, do it.
The two of them began chanting, trying to pressure you.
Oh boy.
Tyrion.
I would say like, do it. Anyway, no, don't worry. Just don't do it. It draws the. Go ahead.
Draws the attention of the other patrons in the cafe. They don't seem to care about the confused looks that they're getting.
It seems I don't have a choice.
You're taking a deep breath.
Those who stand in the shadows, those who fear the light of divinity, your Imperials will fall and your armies will perish. Kneel and cower before the divine gaze of the Eye of Horus.
They're trying their hardest to contain their laughter.
Well, that's why I don't do it anymore. No, that was great. It was really cool, Tyrion.
Her poorly contained laughs are coming out between each word.
And why are you laughing? You were just doing it a moment ago. Yeah, but she owns it.
We used to say something else before, too. I won't let anyone stand in my way, even if they're...
A man, king, or god?
Yeah, that's it.
He still says that sometimes.
Oh, looks like our order is here.
A waiter brings in the lunch special for each of you.
You know, somebody might have overheard him saying that, and they might know about the Eye of Horus. That wasn't really smart, Tyrion.
The enticing aroma of the meals makes you salivate a little. You gladly devour the meal. Rika's cooking is just as delicious as you remembered.
Hope it doesn't make him pass out.
You spend some more time catching up with her while you finish your meal. As your conversation continues, you and Celeste regale her with stories of your past court cases.
Oh, really?
Yep, it turned out that it was the headmaster the entire time.
Wow, I would have never figured that out. How did you know, Tyrion?
Maybe he saw it with his Eye of Horus.
You nearly choke on your drink before you realize what she's actually referring to.
But wow, I can't believe it. I never thought court cases could be that dramatic.
You finish your meal as you continue to tell Rika more about your cases.
Again, dumbass. She's gonna catch on to him. She's gonna catch on that Eye of Horus is not just some gimmick that he came up with. Ugh, you dumb, poor young man. Anyway.
It's nice being able to talk with her again.
It's nice being able to talk with her again. I tried so hard to leave everything behind after what happened, but I'm happy that she seems to be doing well. Well, it's been nice catching up with you, Rika, but I think it's time for us to get going. What? But we just got here!
Oh. It's okay. I'm sure you're pretty busy nowadays. I won't keep you any longer. But be sure to write, okay? Don't just go and disappear like last time.
Yeah, I'll stay in touch.
You better.
You exit the cafe and make your way to the local Merchants Guild to rent a carriage. The city streets seem a bit more crowded than usual. It's a little difficult to make your way through them.
Hey, Tyrion? Yeah?
Celeste's fidgeting with her hands. She looks like she wants to say something, but every time she starts to speak, she quickly stops herself. This happens a few more times before she seems to give up.
What's her gimmick, I wonder? What? She's curious. She's deadly curious about something. Never mind, it's nothing. Okay.
You both continue to walk silently as you make your way to the Merchants Guild. As you make your way there, the streets become more and more crowded.
What the hell's going on?
You hope the traffic won't interfere with the ride home.
Hi, can we rent a carriage for travel to Rathholm?
Sorry, but travel outside of the city is temporarily closed.
What? What? Why?
Haven't you heard? Knights of the King's Guard have locked down the city. They set up a blockade and everything. Check the city gates if you don't believe me. As you arrive at the city gates, you see the blockade that the merchant was talking about. A crowd of disgruntled townsfolk are angrily shouting at the knights stationed there.
This is outrageous.
How long do you plan on keeping us here?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but we have our orders. You can't let anyone outside the city until our investigation is complete.
There's an investigation? Did something happen? Can you at least tell us what's going on? Why is the entire city being blockaded?
Sorry, sir. We're not allowed to release that information. You just have to make other arrangements while we sort this out. Actually, I've seen you two around before.
Uh-oh.
I'll need to take down your names and occupations for our records.
What? Why? It's fine, Celeste. We're better off just cooperating with them. It's an invasion of privacy, but I'd rather not resist orders from the King's Guard. I'm Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm a defense attorney. Fine. I'm Celeste McCoy, bodyguard.
Thanks. You look over to the other King's Guard, and they seem to be taking notes of the people here, too. They must be making a list of everyone inside the city. But for what reason?
Arnex blockade. A blockade has been created around the city of Arnex. This blockade is preventing anyone from leaving or entering the city. The King's Guard have taken careful note of everyone that is currently contained within the blockade, and it's been added to the court record. I have an important engagement tomorrow. What am I supposed to do now?
This can't possibly be legal.
Townsfolk continue shouting. The townsfolk continue shouting at the knights, but it's clear they won't be budging anytime soon.
What do we do now?
You notice it's starting to get late.
We don't know how long the city will be blockaded. We should find a place to stay overnight, just in case. Rika, anybody? Anyway.
You walk into a nearby tavern and see it absolutely crowded with patrons.
It looks like everyone else had the same idea. Hey, welcome to the... yeah, go ahead.
You get this one.
Hey, welcome to the Edgewind Tavern. What can I do for you? Could we get 2 rooms for the night? Sorry, I can't even spare 1 room. We're completely full with the blockade and all. Wait, let me take care of this.
Celeste takes out a large pouch of gold and plops it on the innkeeper's desk.
Well, would you look at that? One of our rooms just opened up. Only one? Hey, the entire city's locked down. Even with your gold, that's the best I could do for you. What? What? Embarrassed to share a room with me, Tyrion? No, it's just...
You realize that she's just teasing you like she usually does. Best not to give it any mind.
Well, it's better than nothing. Uh-oh. Is there going to be some shenanigans?
No.
I would hope not. If it comes to that, I have absolutely no idea how I would act that out. But they're better than this, I'm sure, the developers. So, how should we... Oh, I was just kidding before. You can have the bed. I'll just sleep on the floor. What? What? I can't just let you... Please, we may both be commoners, but you live a cushy life in the city. I'm a mercenary. I've lived on the road for years. I sleep like this all the time.
She's got you there.
She's got me there. All right, but tell me if you change your mind. Yeah. Goddamn, okay. I was very surprised.
Hey, I didn't see you there. I was
Just walk past him.
walked past him. What?
Hey, watch
this
it.
guy.
Quit. Hey, watch it. Quit shoving me. Wait, whoa. Holy crap. Pull me up. I can't hold on for much longer.
Ah, you idiot! What are you doing?
What?
Grab his arm and pull him up.
Ah, my hand. What the hell are you doing?
The grab is too tight. Stop that!
Ah!
Wait, I can still.
Well, he took a dive.
No. What's happened? I should have been able to.
Maddie is like this dream.
By the scared lord, he fell in. No, I can use this. That's right. I can still make this look like it was all his fault. How dare these start without the ZTP? As I on the potato has entered the chat.
I absolutely would love to save my progress, so I'm going to save here because you never know. Yeah, we started a little early, Zion, so that's probably why. Okay, so what the heck? So somebody's hand broke, and okay.
You find yourself falling into a nightmare.
Oh.
Tyrion, I'm so sorry. I can't believe they made you watch. Are you okay? This is 10 years ago, by the way.
Yes, I saw it.
Right. Of course not.
Are you going to keep fighting them?
Your voice is quiet. Your question barely comes out as a whisper. What?
Are you going to keep fighting the nobility?
I don't know if I can anymore. Today they showed me what they're truly capable of. I was naive. I thought that the truth would prevail, but I'm only one person. I can't do this alone anymore.
So you're just going to give up? You're the only one who will fight against them. If you're just going to give up, then was my mother's death truly pointless?
I'm sorry.
Teach me how to be like you.
What?
You said that you can't do this alone anymore, right? So teach me how to be a defense attorney. I can help you. We can fight them together.
Tyrion, you're just a child. I can't just...
Mr. Mora, please. I don't have anything left. Please just take me away from here.
You clutch your hand tightly, feeling the fading warmth of the final message that your mother left for you. It's the last comforting memory you'll have of her.
Damn.
It's a memory that you'll never experience again.
Mom. What the hell?
You're startled awake. After some confusion, you realize that it was all just all a dream. You didn't have any trouble falling asleep, but your slumber was less than restful. It's been a while since you remembered that day. That's all the more reason to leave this city as soon as possible.
Celeste, are you up? Huh?
Celeste was wistfully staring out of the window, watching the rain. Her head whips towards you when she realizes that you're awake.
Are you okay? What's wrong? Nothing. It's nothing. He wasn't awake, was he?
Yeah, you can use cave if you want to do it that way. Okay, keep going.
No, I think I'm doing okay. She doesn't seem keen on sharing. Be best not to pry. Anyways, do you know if the city is still under lockdown? I haven't checked yet. I was waiting for you to wake up.
You go outside and check the city gates. The blockade still hasn't disappeared. In fact, it looks like it's been fortified with even more knights.
Looks like we can't leave yet. They've even doubled down on the guards. What's going on here?
Tyrion!
You spot Rika in the distance as she calls out to you. As soon as she sees you, she breaks out into a full sprint towards you.
Jesus.
She looks exhausted. Has she been looking for you in the rain?
Tyrion, it's terrible! There was an accident at the Arcane refinery last night. One of my friends who worked there, he fell into a bag of chemicals.
Oh, Jesus. I thought it was just water. Yikes.
He's dead.
Whoa. What? Oh, Rika, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do.
Lord Van Sanctus is blaming the Dakoga Trading Company. He's trying to charge the owner with criminal negligence.
As the lord of this region, Von Sanctus would have a lot of leverage in a legal battle like this. He must be using this accident as an opportunity to oust Dracogen from his territory.
Tyrion, you're a lawyer, aren't you? Can you help them?
I don't think I can.
What? But...
Rika, I specialize in homicide cases, and most of my clients are majors who've been charged with murder. I've never even tried a case like this before. There isn't any magic involved, and there's no killer. I doubt that. Anyway. Don't worry. I'm sure that the Dracogen Trading Company knows plenty of qualified attorneys who can help. I'm not so sure about that. Think about it. A lord from one of the Four Pillar families is pressing those charges. Do you honestly think anyone else will try to fight them on this? She has a point. There aren't many attorneys who will go against the nobility under any circumstances. The only ones who will do that are me and Ms. Tamura. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Really?
Please don't get your hopes up. I have very little information to work with right now. And to be perfectly honest, I'm really out of my element.
That's okay. I'm sure that Mr. Dracoga will take any help he can get.
Mr. Dracogen?
He's the owner of the Dakoga Trading Company. He should be at the old Arcane refinery right now.
That must be the scene of the accident, too. Would probably be best to start my investigation there.
You've been away from the shop for too long, so I can't come with you. But don't by the cafe if there's anything I can do to help.
Oh, boy.
And there she goes. You follow Rika's directions and move through the city's industrial district. It reminds you of your childhood, back when you couldn't control the Eye of Horus.
Oh, boy.
You always avoided this part of the city. It was always covered with an overwhelming fog of misery and fatigue. However, you feel less of that now. Is it because you have more control over your powers? Or has something else changed?
All right, we're here.
You arrive at the refinery and see that there aren't many people around.
I do see a couple bloodstains, at least I think I do.
The people you do see appear to be from the city watch. Operations must have been halted after the accident.
Wow, so this is an Arcane refinery. I always saw this place as a child, but I never really understood what they do here. Those machines refine the arcane crystals that are used in artificery. Those crystals are used as a power source for conducting magical energy.
You look around and spot an especially frustrated individual.
I'll get this. You should probably get this guy. I already have two in the bag here. Go ahead.
He seems to stand out from the knights and cleaning staff. Could he be the guildmaster Rika spoke of? He takes notice of you as you head further into the refinery. Hello there. You must be the attorney that Miss Tudor spoke about.
I am. I take it that you're the guildmaster of the Dracogen Trading Company.
Yes, my name is Stefanik de Kogan. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Name Stefanik Dracogan, occupation Guildmaster. Really appreciate you landing your aid in this matter.
I already told Rika this, but I've never tried a civil case before. I would need to learn more about what happened before I can decide whether or not I can represent you. I'm honestly not sure how much help I can be.
Well, there isn't a single attorney in Oranax that will represent me. So, you'll accept whatever help I can get. Celeste was right.
Celeste was right. All of the attorneys are too afraid to stand against Lord Van Sanctus. Where should we start, though? This case is probably different from the homicides that we're used to. Homicide or not, the case revolves around a wrongful death. If I did represent Dracogen, I would need to prove that he wasn't at fault for the accident. To do that, we should start by finding out exactly how and why the accident occurred. We should also question the witnesses who saw the victim when it happened. And it wouldn't hurt to take a look at the scene of the accident either.
The Guildmaster would have a lot of knowledge about the refinery's operations. Questioning him might also give you some insight into what happened.
Tyrion could have totally thought that himself, but anyway, we're just going to keep going. Let's talk to him. The accident. To start, could you tell us exactly what happened?
Well, it all began during the walk rush yesterday evening. One of my employees fell from the walkway and into a vat of magical chemicals.
Yikes.
These chemicals contain extremely volatile and destructive evocation magic. Because of that, he unfortunately died before he could have pulled him out.
I see. But that all just sounds like an unfortunate accident. Why is Lord Van Sanctus blaming you for what happened?
The guardians of the walkways to prevent people from falling. Supposedly, those guardians broke apart when their employee tried to lean against it. According to Van Sanctus, the accident was a direct result of my negligence to maintain the refinery. My employees have taken great care to inspect and maintain the facilities. He has no idea how this happened.
Is he telling the truth? This could all just be lip service. The only way to know for sure is to inspect the walkway myself. Alright, well, let's keep talking to him. First of all, the victim. Earlier, you stated that the victim was an employee of yours. Could you tell us more about them?
Yes, I heard him just a few months ago. It's a shame it happened to him. He was a young man named Justin Way.
Was he a good employee?
He was a hard worker. He was a bit rough around the edges when he first started. Before working for me, he always spent his time with the local delinquents. Miss Tudor practically begged me to hire him. She told me that she wanted to turn his life around.
That does sound like something Rika would do. She always had a habit of getting involved in her friend's personal business.
Rika helped Justin has been added into the court record.
Rika Tudor supposedly begged Stefanik Dracogen to hire Justin Way. She wanted Justin to turn his life around. Supposedly, he used to spend a lot of time with some local delinquents, but has turned his life around since then.
You live a life like Justin's. You absolutely have something to give you some structure into action. So they decided to give the boy a chance by hiring him. He's clearly a hard worker. He did well to earn his keep. He always followed the rails too. So you have no idea why he was up in that walkway.
Wait, he wasn't supposed to be on that walkway? Hey, Athena, you smell that?
I smell plot with a capital P-U.
Indeed. Let me just make sure I don't have any other comments. Anyway, the walkway. Earlier, you mentioned that Justin wasn't supposed to be on the walkway. What did you mean by that?
Well, Justin walked in an entirely different department. He was part of a team that managed packaging and freight. He had no business being inside the refinery building, much less the upper walkway.
That's strange, to say the least. Was he the type of person to wander around places that he's not supposed to?
No, like I said before, he always followed my rules. What just makes this whole situation that much more confusing? Justin's job has been added into your court record.
Justin Way was just in way. Get it? Just in the way.
Oh my god.
We got our first pun name of the night. Justin Way was a star employee. He was always known to follow all of Stefanik Dracogen's rules and regulations. He worked in an entirely different department and wasn't supposed to be anywhere near the refinery walkway. Dracogen has no idea why he was in the refinery before the accident. Anyway, witnesses. Was there anyone around when the accident occurred? Did anyone see Justin fall?
There were many employees here at the time. There were only a handful of witnesses who actually saw Justin fall from the walkway.
Who were these witnesses?
If I remember correctly, it was Theodore was the one that saw him fall.
Oh, Wait, Rika was there when it happened?
Yes, she witnessed the accident alongside the Headmaster.
Morrison.
Oh, you're acquainted with him?
I am. Morrison was close friends with my mother when I was a child. But after I left Ornax, I went out of my way to cut contact with everyone from my past. But what were all of these people doing here in the first place? Rika is a cafe owner, and Morrison is a harbor master.
I'm concerned about that myself. Still unsure about Miss Tudor, but the harbor master was accompanied by a nobleman of some sort.
Oh, who? A nobleman?
Not privy to the specifics. Apparently, that nobleman had the legal authority to go wherever he wanted to.
I want to ask Morrison more about that, but it will be awkward to speak with him after all these years. Oh boy.
Can you talk to him? No, he's gone. I see you move.
Yeah, let's move to, okay.
The walkway. Check the walkway.
Yes, this is the scene of the crime. So, or the accident, rather. Okay, so let's take a look. Tyrion, do you need me to scan for magical traces? Well, there aren't any magical elements in this case, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check. All right.
Do it. Detect magic.
Arcanum.
What's this? What the heck is that? What? What's wrong? There are traces of transmutation all over the guardrails. Transmutation? Do you see those traces anywhere else on the walkway? No, it's only this area. Transmutation on the guardrails has been added to the court record. There are magical traces of transmutation on the guardrail that Justin supposedly broke before falling. These traces are only on the rails that Justin broke. There aren't anywhere else on the walkway. That's wild. Transmutation is a school of magic that changes the properties of physical objects. Usually, mages use transmutation spells to strengthen and repair objects. How did the transmutation spell affect the guardrail? Someone used a spell to change the physical properties of the guardrails. Judging by the current state of the rails, we can only conclude one thing. The spell weakened the structural integrity of the guardrails.
Bam.
Right. Someone used a transmutation spell to weaken the guardrails. Afterwards, the guardrails were so weak that Justin accidentally broke them. And only these guardrails were weakened. The sabotage rails are right next to this vat of corrosive chemicals, too. What was the intention of weakening the guardrails? Do you have to ask? There was a clear intention behind the actions of this unknown mage. Judging by what happened, that intention can only be one thing. The unknown mage wanted someone to fall into the vat. Whoever sabotaged the guardrail wanted someone to fall into the vat. Why else would they only target those specific guardrails? But why? Who would do this?
I can feel your fist. You can feel your fist clenching tightly.
Someone committed murder using magic here, and whoever did this had the gall to try to cover it up. Tyrion? I won't forgive whoever did this. When I'm through with them, I will make them feel a fraction of the misery that my mother... Tyrion! What? Are you okay? Right. Sorry. Anyways, if it weren't for your detect magic, everyone would have written this off as an accident. Magical traces are only detectable for 48 hours after a mage casts a spell. That means that whoever cast the transmutation spell did so recently. Right. Transmutation. Go ahead.
Transportation on the guardrails has been updated in the court record.
There are magical traces of transmutation on the guardrail that Justin supposedly broke before falling. These traces are only on the rails that Justin broke. They aren't anywhere else on the walkway. A mage must have sabotaged the guardrail within the last 48 hours. They clearly intended for someone to break the rail and fall into the vat. Let's see. It's a vat of dangerous magical chemicals. Supposedly, they're corrosive enough to dissolve anyone unfortunate enough to fall into it. Ugh.
Celeste is watching you carefully. She can be a little overprotective at times.
Superior Arcanum.
There are traces of evocation magic on the chemicals in these vats. That makes sense. Evocation is a school of magic for spells that create and disperse energy. These chemicals probably induce some sort of magical reaction to create arcane crystals. All right. I guess there's nothing else to see here.
Let's move to the harbor. See what we can get from there.
Yeah, because the dude we want to talk to is over there. So
you arrive at the harbor in search of Morrison, the harbor master. However, you notice a large concentration of knights in the shipping area.
Well, no shit, because that's how you can get out of the city.
Notably, the Arcane Inquisition is among them.
Oh shit.
You spot Commander White and Prosecutor Steelwind coordinating the knights there.
I wonder what those two are doing here. The knights at the blockade said that they were investigating something. There must be magic involved if the Inquisition is here. Do you think this has anything to do with what happened to Justin? I doubt it. We didn't see any Inquisition knights at the refinery. It must be just a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence in these games. It's all related. You're probably right. But I'm kind of curious about what the Inquisition is investigating. It has nothing to do with our case. Be best to leave them to their business. All right.
Oi, you there. You bet you'd...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you can get them.
You'd best clear out. The knights have closed the harbor.
Morrison?
Huh? Do I know you? Huh. Wait, Cuthbert, is that you?
Name Noah Morrison. Occupation Harbor Master.
Hi.
I heard from little... Okay,
give me a second here. I heard from little Mozarica
I heard from little Mozarica that you were back in town. What can I do for you?
We heard that you were at the refinery yesterday. From what we heard, you witnessed the accident. We wanted to ask you some questions about what you saw.
Oh, right. Mozarica mentioned that you're an attorney now.
What?
I just hope you're still not hung up over that. I just hope you're still not hung up over that business with your mother. Sorry. Guess it's none of my business. Anyways, I'll tell you what I know.
All right, start talking.
What'd you see?
Dracogen told us that you witnessed the accident.
Aye, this is a horrible thing that happened. No one deserved what happened to that poor lad.
Could you tell us what you saw?
Well, I was showing a patron around town. For some reason, he really wanted to take a look at a refinery. Something about checking the local artificery.
He must mean artificery.
Anyways, I was looking at the machinery, and suddenly Mozarica came running towards us. She was trying to tell us something, but the damn machines were too loud for us to hear her. And after a while, she just pointed at the walkway, and we saw the horrible sight. We saw someone fall into the vat. By the time we could get them to stop the machines, it was too late.
And that matches up with what we know so far. But what was Rika even doing there? She should have still been running the cafe at the time of the accident. And that patron who was visiting the factory, did they also witness the accident?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to find out here.
The guardrail. Could you tell us how Justin fell off the walkway? Was it because the guardrail broke under his weight?
Yeah, I did. Was a little strange. That guardrail was made out of metal, yeah? But the way it broke, you would have thought it was made out of cardboard. He barely leaned on it and just broke apart.
Even a poorly maintained guardrail shouldn't have broken that easily. Did someone really use transmutation magic to sabotage it? If so, that possibility could clear Dracogen's name. But presenting the possibility of a magical crime might just complicate things.
Yeah, so what's the play?
Anyway, your patron. You mentioned that you were escorting a patron when the accident happened. Who was he? Did he witness the accident too?
Oi, he was right there with me when Rika was trying to get our attention. Be hard to miss it with the commotion she was making. As for who he was, he said his name was Aster.
Aster? I don't know anyone by that name. We do. That's Steelwind Squeeze.
Oh boy.
Yep, oh boy.
But why does that name sound familiar? Do you know what his surname was?
No, the lad was really secretive with his last name for some reason.
He must have had a recognizable name. Is he a noble from a well-known house?
Morrison's testimony has been added into the court record.
On the night of the accident, Mozarica Tudor was frantically approached Nora Morrison and a man named Aster. She tried to tell them something, however they couldn't hear her over the noise produced by the refinery machines. They noticed that Mozarica was pointing at the walkway, so they looked there. There they saw a figure lean on a guardrail and break it. The figure fell from the walkway and into the vat of corrosive chemicals. Alright, let's keep talking. The blockade. Why were you escorting this Aster in the first place? Don't you have to manage the harbor?
Well, I can't really manage anything because of them. I can't really do anything because of them.
He gestured towards the Inquisition Knights crowding the pier.
They've blocked all sea travel out of the city till this mess is sorted out.
They have a lot of knights investigating the harbor. Do you know what they're looking for?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but according to them, Aster's ship just up and vanished in the dead of night.
Vanished? As in someone hijacked it?
That's the thing. The guards would have noticed if someone had driven off with the ship, especially one of that size. What I heard, one of the guards could have sworn that they saw it vanish in a flash of light.
A flash of light? Like something created by a spell. What kind of ship was it? Do you know how big it was?
The size of it, I'd say it's probably a galleon.
A galleon? A spell of that scale would have to be pretty powerful to affect a ship of that size. What the hell? Aster. I wonder who this Aster person is. He must be high profile if they're calling in the Kingsguard and the Inquisition for him. All over missing a ship. You spent some time with him, am I correct, Morrison? Did he tell you where he was staying?
If I remember right, he's staying at the local inn near the town square.
Wait, that's the tavern that we were staying at. If he's this high profile, why is he staying at an inn for commoners?
No idea. He's an eccentric one for sure.
Whoever he is, he also witnessed the accident. I'll definitely want to speak with him. And if he's a noble, there's a chance that he's the mage that sabotaged the guardrail.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Tyrion, you want to be real careful. So, all right, let's go back. Okay, there's a couple of ways. Okay, town square. Let's go to the Age of One Tavern. So, all together, folks. Da-da-da-da-da! Charge! Morrison said that Aster is staying in one of the rooms at this tavern. But which room is it? We can always just check each room. That might irritate the patrons, though. And if Aster doesn't want to be found, we might alert him if we annoy too many people. I guess you're right. Your family owns a tavern, right? If you had to put a VIP somewhere, which room would you choose? I guess it would probably be the one at the end of the hallway. That's the one I use at my family's tavern.
Well, let's go.
Let's detect magic.
Ontario Arcanum.
Nothing.
None.
I figured. Okay, well.
No, you don't want to move. You want to investigate. You want to examine the room at the end of the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
That room right there. According to Celeste's intuition, the innkeeper would have probably given Aster this room. You approach the door and firmly knock on it. Hello? Someone does come to answer the door, but they only open the door a fraction of the way. The crack in the door is less than an inch wide. You can't get a look at the person's face. I'm terribly sorry, but if your business isn't urgent, I'd like to be left alone.
Sorry if I'm intruding, but are you Aster? My name is Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm the defense attorney of Stefanik Dracogen.
Oh,
From what I've heard, you've witnessed the accident at the refinery yesterday. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about what you saw.
upon hearing your name, the man fully opens the door, and you're finally able to get a good look at him. He definitely stands out from the other patrons of the inn. He must be the wealthy patron that you're looking for. Tyrion Cuthbert, the protege of the infamous Ruby Tamora.
So, you know who I am?
I do. I know you very well. I'm your biggest fan.
What? What?
I can't believe it. The infamous Tyrion Cuthbert is standing right in front of my tavern room.
What?
I've read all about your feats, Mr. Cuthbert. You successfully indicted the head of the House Pierce. You didn't think twice about confronting a member of House Frigga. And you even defeated Lord Van Sanctus in the chess tournament yesterday.
I'm so lost right now.
And you must be Celeste McCoy.
Okay, how does he know this?
Tyrion's first client and the Crimson Demon of the Eastern Kingdoms.
What? How did you find out about that name? The Crimson what? Ugh, don't ask. Anyways, if you are Aster, does that mean you witnessed the accident for the Harbour Master yesterday?
Yes, I did. Are you going to interrogate me about what I saw? I'll answer whatever questions you have.
I've never met a witness that has been this eager to cooperate. But hopefully this means that he won't hide any details about what he saw.
Remember when somebody else was more than willing to cooperate?
It was quite the madhouse, I tell ya.
Oh, boy.
I'd say you talk. Well, go ahead and talk to him.
Yeah, so, Aster. You clearly know who I am, but I'm still unsure of who you are, Aster.
My apologies. But I would prefer to keep my full identity hidden for now.
Well, he's within his right to do so. I can't help but feel a little suspicious. In any case, what is your business in Oranax?
I was accompanying a ship transporting goods to Lord Van Sanctus.
The same ship that was magically stolen?
I'm surprised you found out about that. The King's Guard have been trying their best to keep that information hidden. I suppose I shouldn't expect anything less from you, Mr. Cuthbert.
Flattery is not going to get him anywhere. What was on that ship? It must be pretty valuable to be worth stealing.
I doubt that there was anything on that ship worth drawing the eye of the entire kingdom.
Drawing the ire, so pissing everybody off.
Yeah. The truth is during the time that my ship was stolen, I was supposed to be on it.
I see. The theft of the ship might actually have been an attempt to kidnap you.
That's my current theory, anyway. It wouldn't make sense otherwise.
He seems awfully calm about this. The accident. According to Morrison, you were also in the refinery that night. Did you witness the moment the victim fell into the vat?
I did.
Could you tell us exactly what you saw? Every detail you can remember could be important.
Well, it all began when I was visiting the refinery with the Harbour Master. I was inspecting the refinery's machines when a girl frantically ran towards us. She was hysterical. It looked like she was trying to tell us something. But we couldn't hear her over the noise of the machines. When she realized that we couldn't hear her, she simply pointed at the walkway. That's when we saw just a ray fall off of it and into the vat.
This next question is very important. Did you see the victim break the guardrail by leaning on it?
Yes. He broke the guardrail before he fell.
His testimony matches exactly with what Morrison saw.
Aster and Morrison's testimony have been updated in your court record.
Okay, both Noah and Aster's testimonies match each other identically.
The way he fell was very strange, though.
Strange? What could he mean by that? All right, let's grill him about that. You mentioned the way that the victim fell was strange. Did you feel like the guardrail broke too easily?
Why, yes. How did you know?
It matches with the statement that the Harbour Master gave us. I don't want to reveal the traces of transmutation that I found on the walkway. At least not yet.
Yes, the guardrail broke the moment that Justin leaned on it. His body was extremely limp when falling too.
Oh, so the guardrail wasn't the only thing that was affected, was it? His body was limp?
Normally, when falling from a great height, one would flare their arms, yes? But when I saw him falling, he wasn't moving at all.
He wasn't moving? Did you see the expression on his face? He might have been unconscious.
I'm afraid I couldn't see anything on his face. It was much too dark to make out his features.
Wait, you didn't actually see his face? How did you know it was actually him that fell in?
Well, the Who else could it have been?
Not good enough.
No one else has been reported missing.
They also found the remnants of Justin's body in the vat. It was definitely him that fell in. Well, that's true. I don't have much reason to believe that Justin might still be alive.
Let's talk to him.
Folks, I got a suspicion. It's a wild one, but I think that testimony right there, where he says he didn't see the victim's face, that's going to be really important. Are you a mage? The $64,000 question. There were traces of transmutation magic at the crime scene, and it appears that Aster is quite a high-profile individual. He's probably a mage, and aside from Rika, he was probably the only other mage at the refinery that night. If I ask him outright, I might be able to see something incriminating through the eye of Horus. Aster, we'll respect your privacy if you don't want to tell us who you are, but could you at least answer one question for me?
I can make no promises, but I'll do my best to tell you what I can.
Are you a mage?
Oh, is that all? Yes, I am a mage, and I'm quite the practiced one at that.
You see, Celeste cast Detect Magic to look at the scene of the accident, and we found traces of transmutation magic at the crime scene, namely on the guardrails that Justin fell through.
What?
Here it is.
I can't believe it!
What?
Are you telling me that a mage used transmutation magic to weaken the rails? It's a conspiracy. Wait, does that mean that this was actually a murder made to look like an accident? It's like something out of the reports I read about him.
He's way too happy about this news. I don't see anything incriminating, and I can see his thoughts clearly. His feelings of happiness are a bit off-putting, though.
And you asked me if I was a mage. Does that mean that I'm a potential suspect? This is the greatest thing to ever happen to me.
Okay, this is frickin' weird. This is the first time I've met someone that's happy to be suspected of murder.
Sorry. It's not right of me to get so excited about something this serious. You must think less of me now. But it's like something right out of a mystery novel.
That's not the reaction I was expecting. Nevertheless, it doesn't look like there are any incriminating thoughts in his mind, and the emotions that he was emanating were all positive. There wasn't a drop of fear in there. What could this mean? Either way, it looks like I found out everything I can from Aster. I should move somewhere else.
All right, it was Rika's Cafe.
Yeah.
What does Rika have to do with it?
Yeah, I'd like to get Rika's side of the story.
Tyrion, you're back? Did you talk to Mr. Jacogan?
I did. I'm still not sure what to make of him just yet, but after what I've seen today, I don't think I can turn a blind eye to what's happening. There were traces of transmutation magic on the guardrails. Regardless of their motives, someone sabotaged those rails with the intent of harming an employee at the refinery. If this truly was a murder, I'll have to find out who did this and why. I'll represent him in court for the criminal case.
Thanks. It really means a lot to me.
On that note, you were at the refinery when the accident occurred. Am I correct?
Yes, I was.
May I ask you a few questions about what you saw that day?
Of course. I'll do whatever I can to help.
All right, let's talk to her. Okay, there's a psychological profile. Let's talk to her. Why were you at the refinery? And by the way, why were you at the refinery that day? Didn't you have to work at the cafe?
I was making a food delivery to Justin.
Wait, you were delivering food to the victim?
Yeah, He never had the time to make his own dinner. So he always delivered his dinner during his evening break. But that night, I couldn't find him in the freight area. So I went looking for him in the refinery building.
So the accident happened while you were delivering his food.
Mozarica's food delivery has been added to your court record.
Mozarica Tudor was delivering food to Justin Way during the time of the accident. Justin apparently never had time to make food for himself, so she delivered his dinner to him every day. Mozarica didn't find Justin in the freight area that day, so she went looking for him and spotted him in the refinery building before he fell. Let's keep going. Justin's behavior. Did you talk to Justin at all before the accident?
He did. When I finally found him in the refinery building, he seemed busy. He told me to leave his food in the break room.
He was busy, but according to Dracogen, he should have never been in the refinery building in the first place. Did he say what he was busy with?
He said that he had a meeting scheduled with Mr. DeCogan.
That can't be true, though. Dracogen didn't mention anything about this. Unless...
Justin's meeting has been added to the court record.
Mozarica Tudor briefly interacted with Justin Way before the accident. Justin supposedly told her that he was on his way to a scheduled meeting with Stefanik Dracogen, but Dracogen never mentioned this meeting. Uh-oh, so somebody's lying. The question is, who?
Who?
What did you see? We've gotten a few witness accounts already, but I just wanted to double check. What did you see during the accident? Sorry, I'm sure that was a disturbing sight. Do you need to take a moment?
No, it's okay. It happened after Justin told me to leave his food in the break room. It was my first time inside the refinery, so I spent some time looking at all the machines. That's when I suddenly heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw Justin fall from there. I tried to find someone to help him, but no one could hear me because of how loud the machines were. Before I finally got them to understand what happened, it was already too late.
Did you see the guardrail break when Justin fell off of the walkway? More specifically, did it break from Justin's weight?
I'm honestly not sure. I was too busy trying to find help.
Mozarica's testimony has been added to the court record.
On the night of the accident, Mozarica Tudor saw Justin Way fall off of the walkway. After seeing him fall, she tried to get the attention of Astor and Noah Morrison, but they couldn't understand her because of how loud the refinery machines were. I have matching witness accounts from Astor and Morrison. They saw the guardrail break. Having Rika also confirm that would have been helpful. I suppose Astor and Morrison's statements will have to suffice. Rika's account of what happened is a lot less detailed than Astor and Morrison's, but she did see Justin before the accident. I still have no idea why Justin was on that walkway in the first place. According to Rika, he said that he had a meeting scheduled with Dracogen. But this doesn't match with what Dracogen told me. Either Justin or Dracogen must be lying in that case. I've met Dracogen already, but I still have no idea what kind of person Justin was. Perhaps Rika can tell me more. All right.
Try talking to her and
Justin Way.
Justin Way.
Could you tell us more about the victim? What kind of a person was he?
He was a good person. He fell in with a bad crowd a few years ago. He was starting to turn his life around.
That much is true.
I saw how much he was trying to change. So I asked Mr. DeCogan to give him a job.
Practically begged him.
I really wanted to help him change his life for the better.
Yep, that matches.
But this job just ended up killing him.
You can't blame yourself for this. No one could have known that this would happen.
Guess you're right. It's hard not to think about, though.
Was he the type of person to go places that he wasn't supposed to be?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore?
He really wanted to make a good impression on Mr. DeCogan. He always talked about following the rules. He even got mad at me a few times when he accidentally broke DeCogan's protocols.
Oh. Right, that matches up with what Dracogen said, but maybe he was falling back into his old habits. Perhaps Rika could tell me more about what he was like before he turned his life around. Alright, here we go. Justin's bad crowd. You mentioned that Justin fell in with a bad crowd before. I've also heard that he used to hang out with a band of local delinquents. Could you tell us more about them? What? Rika, this information will help us with our investigation. I need to speak with the other people who knew him. Do you know where I could find his delinquent friends?
I'm sorry. I really don't know him that well. Just keep quiet. It might make him mad.
Rika, are you hiding something from me?
What? Of course not. What would the Dark Lord of Ordax possibly have to hide from you?
Yeah, she's definitely hiding something. I'll need to argue against her if I want the truth.
Well, present something.
All right, hang
because
on.
you haven't completed her profile yet.
Right, exactly. So here's Justin's job. Okay, let me present this evidence.
Wait, no, not yet. What do you think about this, Rika?
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Present.
Let me
I'd say
see.
Rika hired him.
Yeah, helped Justin. Yeah.
Most Rika tutors supposedly begged Stefanic Draconian to hire Justin Way. She wanted Justin to turn his life around. Supposedly, he used to spend a lot of time with some local delinquents, but has turned his life around since then.
So he didn't want to turn it around. She wanted him to. I'm terribly sorry for what happened to Justin. Are you doing okay?
Yeah. It's difficult to think about sometimes. You always hear about those things happening, but you never expect them to happen to people you know. But have no fear. It would take more than dust to bring down the Rei Archimagi.
She's reverted back to a Chuny personality.
Most Rika's tutor's psychological profile is complete.
All right.
Now let's talk to her.
Let's get in an argument.
It's argument time.
Are we ready? Okay. You sounded like you wanted to say something before. But
No,
anyway.
I'm ready. Most Rika, go ahead.
Mozarika Tudor appears to be hiding something from me. She clearly knows about the bad crowd that Justin fell in with, but she's hiding who they are and where I can find them. I'll need to convince her to share that information with me. Start an argument? Let's get it on. Let's dance. Okay, so let me read her psychological profile. Mozarika Tudor will perform questionable acts to protect the people she cares about. She has your best interests at heart and will always act in a way that she thinks is beneficial for your well-being. She isn't very good at deception. She will often revert to her dramatic Chuny personality when trying to hide the truth from you.
Yeah, sound like kind of like mind chess, if you would.
Pretty much. Rika, you know about Justin's friends, don't you? Just be honest with me.
I'm not hiding anything. I really don't know that much about him. I wasn't that close to Justin Way. I may have delivered his food, but he was just a customer to me.
Well, that's not true.
let's
I mean,
see.
obviously, okay, so I would just say she supposedly begged Stefanik Dracogan to try it. She wanted to hide to turn his life around. So let me start with that. She definitely cares more about him. I might have believed that you delivered his food because he was a good customer, but that wasn't all you did for him. You saw that he was trying to turn his life around, and you begged Dracogan to set him up with a job. You wouldn't do that for a customer that you barely knew.
Good hit.
Well, that still proves nothing. I am also like a tutor. High Archmage of the Cadmium Flame. Is it so hard to believe that I took pity on a stranger? I only helped him because I'm a generous person. It would only be right for me to equip a commoner with the means to change his life.
Okay, so you're not... Okay, let me see here. You said
he's not
earlier
a
he was a
very
good
good liar.
person. How could you possibly know that you're not a very good liar? Okay, you are... You're not a very good liar, Rika. You would have risked a lot by asking Dracogen to hire a stranger. You're not a good liar, Rika. You would have risked a lot by asking Dracogen to hire a stranger, especially a stranger with a dubious past like Justin. What if Justin fell back into his old ways? I would have surely brought about consequences on you and your business. You wouldn't take a risk like that unless you knew him well enough to trust him.
Okay, fine. Guess we were friends. But like I said before, he was trying to leave his old life behind. He always kept his past a secret from me. He didn't like talking about the person he was back then. He wanted to forget about it, and I never brought it up.
Okay, she said it's sort of true. We knew each other for years before he told me about it.
It's sort of true. We knew each other for years before he told me about it.
Okay, so,
I don't know.
it's either empathy or intuition. Contradict thoughts seen through the eye. I'm gonna try intuition. It's either intuition or empathy. I doubt that, Rika. In fact, I'm sure that you were friends for at least a few years. With a friendship that old, I'm sure he would have confided in you about his past. What? No, I need to stay focused. Rika, I don't know why you thought you had to lie about this, but I need to talk to Justin's former friends.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, I need to know why he was behaving so strangely before the accident. His friends might know something about him that you and Dracogen don't.
But that doesn't make any sense. There wasn't anything strange about the way he was acting. I think you just overthinking this, Tyrion.
No, that's not true, because, okay, let me see, mention this meeting, figure from the walkway, but here's the deal, he was like passed out, practically, so let's see, it's either this, or, no, let's see, it's gotta be this, it has to be this meeting. I didn't want to overplay my hand before. It looks like I don't have a choice now. Rika, Justin told you that he was heading to a scheduled meeting in Dracogen's office. But according to Dracogen, Justin wasn't even supposed to be in the refinery building yesterday.
What?
Rika, Justin might have lied to you.
No. He would never do that.
I need to know why he was up there, and so far the statements that I've gotten from you and Dracogen don't explain that. I need to talk to people who might know things about him that you don't. Argument 1.
Oh, good hit. It could have been Justin's job, but that still hit. That still worked.
Okay. I'll tell you where I can find them. Just promise me that you'll be safe, okay?
You've successfully persuaded Miss Rika Tudor.
Let's talk. Where are the delinquents? Okay, what are you saying here? You keep looking down.
Brian,
where are the delinquents?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to lie to you.
It's okay. I'm assuming you had your reasons, but I need to know where I can find Justin's old friends.
You probably know already, but a few years ago, Justin got involved with a local street gang. They'd always hang around the beach area. But one day, they discovered an abandoned house along the coastline, and he started spending most of the time there.
A lone house on the coastline.
It's that house, Tyrion. That's probably where you'll find Justin's old friends.
How does he know about that? So, that's why you were being so secretive. What?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You were just trying to look out for me, right?
You're going to be okay. I can go there for you if you'd like.
No, it's okay. I'm sure you're busy with the cafe right now, and it's not as if I'll be going alone.
All right. Just don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Yeah. Okay, I guess let's move. Hang on, what?
Can I make an executive decision?
Yes, you can.
What if I take Celeste McCoy? I can use my Maya voice and amp it up with woman.
You know something? I don't object to that at all. Not one bit. So okay, let's move.
Because I think I may know how to project such a voice better than you, but it's just me. But I'll try it out.
Hey, I don't doubt it. You've done it before. So,
Right.
with that in mind, let's go to the abandoned house.
Charge! You arrive at the old abandoned house. Upon looking at the home that you left behind, you're struck with a flood of memories.
Oh boy.
Those memories were once happy, but now they only fill you with grief.
This is probably where his mom died.
Tyrion, are you okay?
Yeah, let's look around.
You wipe your eyes and begin looking around the house.
Oh,
Suddenly, you hear the sound of glass breaking. You rush to look for the source and see two young teenagers throwing rocks at the side of the house. Shattered remains of a window are lying on the ground. Ha! Nice shot, Gavin. Name, Gavin Crayland. Occupation, none. Did you find out what ill weather was hiding? Zion the potato's back.
we
Not yet.
actually haven't run into her at all. Yet.
One of the teens, apparently named Gavin, notices you approaching.
We've got company, Wyatt.
Yeah? Name, Wyatt Ernell. Occupation, none.
He's unemployed.
You stare blankly at the broken glass lying on the ground. You're at a loss for words. You feel like you should respond, but nothing comes out of your mouth. You suddenly find yourself quickly approaching the two teens.
Aye? What hell do you want? What the hell?
Before you even realized what you were doing, you threw a punch straight into Gavin's face. Your eyes are slowly tearing up. You can only see red. You grab Gavin by the collar and pull his face close to yours.
Get the hell away from my house!
Tyrion!
Oi, you wanna go?
Ha! You came looking for trouble. You sure found it.
Okay, let's all calm down and just...
Stay out of this, you little shit. Uh-oh. Bad move. Bad call, brother.
Excuse me?
What? You got cotton in your ears or something?
Yes, actually. Why don't you go and repeat what you said?
Even Zion's like, oh, y'all are cooked. I said, stay out of this, you little shit. Five minutes later. Celeste?
Yes?
I'm sorry for losing my temper back there. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
It's okay. Our emotions get the better of us sometimes.
Celeste,
Yes?
I think you might have overdone it a bit.
Nah.
Celeste,
Yes?
I don't think he's breathing.
Come on, just give him a second.
You suddenly hear the very bruised and broken form of Gavin sputtering and wheezing on the ground. It looks like he's
Go ahead.
It looks like he's finally regained consciousness. Oh shit!
See? See? He's perfectly fine. You're fine!
Yeah. Wyatt is staring wide-eyed at Celeste. From the shaking of his legs, it looks like he wants to run away, but he's too frozen by fear to move.
Someone channeled their inner Zion. My baby girl is all grown up. Yeah. You don't want to mess with Celeste McCoy.
Don't bother running. Even with a head start, I can easily catch up to you.
Yeah.
Anyways, these were probably Justin's former delinquent friends, right? Are you okay with talking to them?
Yes, of course.
With your emotions in such disarray, you completely forgot why you came here in the first place.
Would you two happen to know the young man who died at the refinery yesterday?
Well, these guys are after Justin, but he's already dead.
After Justin? Was there someone with a grudge against him? Wyatt clearly thinks that we were sent on someone's behalf. Wouldn't hurt to play the part to get more information out of him. We're not going to hurt you. We're not going to hurt you anymore. We'd just like to ask you a few questions about Justin.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you want.
Alright, you two talk. I'll work on popping Gavin's shoulder back into place.
It's a little disturbing how nonchalantly she says things like that.
Yeah, I talked to him.
Justin Way. What can you tell me about Justin Way? According to a few witnesses we spoke to, you used to be friends.
Friends is kind of pushing it. We used to hang back in the day, but we don't no more. It's weird when he started talking to us again. Thought he left for good.
But he started talking to you again. Why?
He just needed some of the old gear that he left the house.
Old gear? Tyrion and Celeste both channeled their inner Zion. Yes! Old gear? Old gear? What kind of old gear?
You know, it's thieves' tools. All the tools you need for lockpicking and safe cracking.
Tools for lockpicking and safe cracking? Why would Justin need those? Oh boy. Lockpicking and safe cracking. What would Justin need lockpicking and safe cracking tools for?
Well, he needs to get a go that he owed your boss.
So he owed gold to someone.
Word has it he was working for the merchant that owns the refinery. I guess the owner trusts him a lot. Justin said that he had a way to get access to the safe in the guy's office. Justin was always a wheeze when it came to breaking and entering. He even had tools that could crack magical locks.
Oh, that's interesting.
Getting a code out of that safe would have been an easy score for him.
Wait, Justin was planning to rob Dracogen?
Justin's planned robbery has been added to the court record.
According to Wyatt Earnell, Justin Way owed gold to someone. Justin owned a set of lockpicking and safe-cracking tools that could disable mundane and magical locks. He was planning to break into the refinery building, then use his safe-cracking skills to rob the safe in Dracogen's office. Oh, that's wild. Yeah. Meanwhile, look at this guy's haircut. He looks like a dollar store Gambino. Justin's dead. Wyatt apparently thinks that we were sent on behalf of someone, and from what he said so far, Justin owed a non-trivial amount of gold to this person. If this person was some kind of criminal, could they have been the one who sabotaged the guardrail? Did Justin tell you who he owed his debt to?
No, man, he didn't say nothing. They might whack me too if I tell them the truth.
So, he does know. There's no point in playing dumb. Just tell us what he told you. Did he give you a name?
Answer the question!
The eye taker. He'll go to the eye taker.
Uh-oh. You know who the eye taker is?
Tyrion?
No. Ruby Tamora.
Oh, shit.
The eye taker has been added to the court record.
Justin Way supposedly owed a non-trivial amount of gold to an individual named the Eye Taker. Perhaps one of the citizens of Aranax can tell you more about this person. That's Ruby Tamora, bro. And Justin's plan robbery has been
yeah, updated. Go ahead.
Ugh. The Eye Taker? That must be some kind of criminal nickname. Why does that sound so familiar, though? Either way, I need to find out who this Eye Taker is. Might be best to ask someone else. All right.
Let's get to Mosarica's cafe.
All right, let's go.
See if you can ask her about this.
Hey, Tyrion?
Yeah?
Back at the house. What was that all about? I've never seen you get that angry before. You said that it was your house.
Yeah, it was my house.
It was? Ever since we arrived in the city, you haven't really been yourself. If you want to talk about it,
I'm fine, and I don't want to talk about it.
You're not fine. I can see it on your face. Please, just talk to me.
It's none of your business. That came out
a lot louder than you wanted it to.
Celeste, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Uh-oh.
Without a word, she quickly walks ahead of you.
No,
talk to her?
boy.
No,
Well, I can't talk to her.
I'm gonna move then. Ornox Harbor.
All right.
So talk to her. The Eye Taker? Wait. Present the profile. So, Justin Way supposedly owed a non-trivial amount of gold to an individual named the Eye Taker. Perhaps one of the citizens of Ornax can tell you more about this person.
Morrison, do you know about a criminal named the Eye Taker?
The Eye Taker? Well, where'd you hear that name?
So you do know about them?
I do. I learned to keep my distance from him over the years. The Eye Taker is the criminal kingpin of this region. Every large criminal undertaking in this region happens under his watch.
He's that big of a deal?
Of course he is. More importantly, how did you hear about him?
From what I heard, Justin Way owed him a huge debt.
Justin owed them? I knew he used to run around with a bunch of roogs, but I never imagined... Oh, by the scaled Lord.
The Eye Taker might be involved in Justin's death. Do you think someone like him could be behind this?
Well, there's a saying we have about what happens when you get on his bad side. Let's just see. Let's just say he reminds you of why he has that name.
So I know who the Eye Taker is now. Definitely adds another angle to this case. There's still some elements of this that don't make sense. I need to take some time to work through it all. But I should go talk to Dracogen first. He'll want to see everything that I've found. All right, well...
Before we go, Zion was all like, that's not good, just as soon as Celeste walked away from you.
Yep, I feel like the Eye Taker would have been one of those Al Capone-ish accents. Well, I don't know. Remember when Aria was talking to Ruby in the courtroom on the first episode, and she mentioned that she was the Eye Taker. You know? Either that or maybe might have been one of his lackeys. Anyway, we're going to move to the refinery.
And talk to Dracogen. Hello, Mr. Cuthbert. Just doing well?
We are. For the most part. We've spent some time looking into the accident and the people who knew Justin. I think there might be more to this case than meets the eye.
Oh? You spent some time explaining your findings to Dracogen. He seems troubled when you explain the traces of transmutation that you found on the guardrail. He's even more taken aback when you mentioned Justin's supposed plan to rob him. That's it. Quick, take on.
Are you missing any valuables in your safe right now?
No, actually, but...
What is it?
After the accident, I did a careful inspection of the building. When I checked my office, I noticed that the safe was disengaged.
The safe was opened, but you said that there wasn't anything missing.
That's right. When I saw the safe open like that, I was already worried that it had been robbed. Don't check the contents. Everything was accounted for. Because of that, just seemed I'd forgotten to lock it.
This doesn't make any sense. Maybe it was just a coincidence.
We got an ad coming up in 5 seconds. Those who have subscribed, stay tuned. If not, hit that subscribe button. Back in a minute. I can't believe that if I went for where my office is located.
What do you mean?
Walkway that just fell from Leeds to my office.
Oh, shit.
There's a window there that overlooks the refinery.
That would explain why Justin was there in the first place.
I don't want to suspect one of my employees, especially one that doesn't leave to defend himself from such accusations. It just all fits too perfectly together, except for one thing.
Why wasn't anything stolen? Well, regardless, I think you have a pretty good case.
So, does that mean you'll represent me?
After what I've discovered, I won't just stand by and let Von Sanctus have his way.
Well spoken. I'm glad to have you on my side, Mr. Cuthbert.
Anyways, regardless of why, someone clearly magically tampered with the site of the accident. I doubt the court will find you at fault for what happened. Although,
What's wrong?
civil cases are a lot less strict than criminal cases. If we present evidence suggesting foul play using magic,
They'll treat this exactly like our other cases.
yeah, they might stall the trial until they find out what exactly happened. For this accident, all we have to go on is witness accounts. Finding concrete evidence of what happened could very well be impossible. But the idea of hunting down the maid responsible sounds very tempting.
Looks like you have your work cut out for you. I just hope things turn out okay in the end.
And with Von Sanctus on the other side of this, who knows what might happen? It'd be best to keep my wits about me.
I can't believe this. I have more important things to do than resolve your petty squabbles for you.
Yes, the relationship with your betrothed. Listen, the sooner you help me resolve this mess with the Kogan, the sooner you can return to your being the princess lapdog. That is to say, what's not preoccupied with this case? House Von Sanctus can provide the resources that you and the Inquisition need.
I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? Well, at least this case should be relatively straightforward.
I don't know about that, sister. Would you like to save your progress? Yes, we would. So we're going to save because...
You never know.
So, okay, what were you about to say?
We were 153 into the stream, so what do you want?
Let's keep going. But before we do, I do want to take a very brief commercial break. So, back in a jiff. 3, 2, 1, and...
Woo, 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 woo. You know it.
Yes, indeed, we are back. So, we go forward like a breath exhaled from the earth. I love that line. But would you want? In fact, I love it so much. You want to do the honors?
Sure. We go forward like a breath exhaled from the earth, with vigor in our hearts and one goal in sight. Cheeseburger.
Court is now in session for the trial of Stefanik Dracogen.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready. Well, very well. Let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, please list the charges.
The defendant is charged with criminal negligence in the death of Justin Way. The death occurred at the Oronox Arcane refinery last night. Mr. Way was an employee of the Dracogen Trading Company, a company owned by the defendant. During work hours, the victim accidentally broke a poorly maintained safety rail and fell into a vat of corrosive chemicals. Attempts to save his life failed, and his body almost fully dissolved.
Oh, I see. What a gruesome end.
The defendant displayed clear negligence in maintaining the refinery's facilities. As such, the responsibility for Mr. Way's death falls squarely on his shoulders. To begin, the prosecution would like to call Noah Morrison to the stand.
Oh, shit.
Hold on a second. Okay, here we go.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
Yes, the name's Nora Morrison. I'm the harbour master of Arenax's harbour.
It's my understanding that you witnessed the accident that night. Am I correct?
I did.
Could you please testify to the court about what you witnessed?
All right, time for a little witness testimony.
I was showing a visitor around the city. For some reason, he really wanted to see the Oronax Arcane refinery.
Go ahead.
Jesus, all right. He was inspecting the machines there when suddenly Mozarika ran up to us. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but it was just too much noise. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway overlooking the refinery. That's where we saw someone fall into that cursed vat.
More on that.
Yeah, grill him on that. There was a guardrail. There was a guardrail that should have prevented him from falling, but he broke through it as he fell. So, there was a safety rail that should have protected the victim.
Yes. However, upon closer inspection, the city guard found that the rails were extremely rusted. They were clearly poorly maintained by the company.
I see. This negligence is the basis of the prosecution's charges.
Are you going to present the traces of transmutation that we found?
I can't help but feel like there's something in Morrison's testimony that doesn't add up. Right now, those traces are the only defense we have against Von Sanctus's accusations. It's not a piece that I want to use just yet. And once I use that piece, who knows how the judge will react? Not much has changed with Morrison's testimony. However, I've collected a lot more evidence since I last spoke to him. Is there anything I found that contradicts his testimony?
Cross-examination time.
I was showing a visit around the city. For some reason, he really wanted to see the Oronax Arcane refinery. Part of me wants to grill him because we could try to draw Aster's name out of the hat, but that might piss Aria off. But it'd be great tea. But hell with it. Let's do it for the story. Held it. This was the patron you mentioned before. Am I correct, Morrison? Aye. Asta seemed keen on keeping his identity hidden. It would probably be best to leave it at that. Aside from being a mage, he hasn't given me much reason to suspect him. For now.
He was inspecting the machines there when suddenly Mozarika ran up to us. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was just too much noise. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway overlooking the refinery. That's when we saw someone fall into that accursed vat.
Held it. You mentioned that you saw someone fall into the vat. Did you not recognize the person?
Well, I didn't know the lad personally. It was pretty far away. Couldn't get a good look at the person.
Maybe I should keep a pen on that detail. Anyways, could you go into more detail about the moment you witnessed the accident?
Of course. What did you want to know about?
Let's see.
What was she doing?
What was Mozarika doing? What was Mozarika doing the moment you saw Justin fall?
Told you, didn't I? She was the one who pointed at the walkway in the first place. That's how we saw Justin fall.
I see. Could you please include that detail in your testimony?
You think it'll help? Mozarika pointed it out. That's when we saw Justin fall.
Now hold on a second.
What about her testimony? What did she say?
On the night of the accident, Mozarika Tudor saw Justin Way fall off the walkway. After seeing him fall, she tried to get the attention of Esther after seeing him fall. So, okay, she saw him fall first. Objection! Wait, what? Witness, you said that you saw the victim fall into the vat. Did this happen before, during, or after Mozarika tried to get your attention?
It was definitely after. If it weren't for the commotion she made, I wouldn't have looked up there in the first place.
It's just as I thought. But what does this mean? Morrison, I spoke with Mozarika about what she saw. She said that she saw Justin fall off of the walkway and then rushed to you for help.
Aye, that sounds about right.
No, Morrison, it actually doesn't.
What you mean?
If Mozarika saw Justin fall before she went to get help, then how did you see him fall after she came to you for help?
What?
Morrison, Mozarika came to you for help. This was a reaction to seeing Justin fall off of the walkway. If that's true, then how could you have possibly seen Justin fall off of the walkway again afterward?
I have no idea.
Mr. Cuthbert, you're disputing the witness's testimony over a minor detail. It's entirely possible that Mr. Morrison or Miss Tudor simply misremembered.
I highly doubt that Morrison misremembered the order of what happened. His testimony matches up exactly with the testimony of his companion.
Then Miss Tudor must be the one who's mistaken.
I'm compelled to agree with Ms. Steelwind. These conflicting accounts seem extremely minor. The prosecution's case is based on the broken guardrail, and only 3 individuals witnessed Justin Way break said guardrail. The defense asserts that these 3 witness accounts must be consistent with each other. Otherwise, this evidence is not strong enough to find my client liable.
Please, the break in the guardrail is directly over the vat. That is enough physical evidence. It proves that the victim fell in because the railing broke.
How do we know that the guardrail wasn't broken by some other event?
That's ludicrous. You're clearly just playing devil's advocate.
I'll admit that I also find the defense's assertion dubious. However, I see no harm in allowing Ms. Tudor to testify to what she saw. Rika saw a lot less than Morrison and Asta did, and her testimony was a lot less detailed. But the one detail she did remember was that she saw Justin fall off of the walkway. Hopefully, her testimony might clear up what happened. Bailiff, please escort Miss Tudor to the witness stand.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the courtroom.
This is probably Rika's first time testifying in a courtroom. I hope she'll be okay.
As if I need such introductions, but allow me to indulge you all.
Oh, Lord, is she seriously doing that here?
I am Moslika Tudor, Dark Lord of Ornax, High Archmage of the Academy of Flames, and present proprietor of Sweet Confections.
I see. I was not aware we were in the presence of such a renowned individual. Wait, does he actually believe her? Your Honor, Ms. Mozarika Tudor is the owner of a local cafe in Ornax. But isn't she also a high archmagi?
I am.
No, she really isn't.
Tyrion, you're ruining my flow. Yeah, stop ruining her flow, Tyrion.
I would say that my flow is the most disrupted right now. Anyways, Miss Tudor, you were at the Ornax refinery on the night of the accident, and you witnessed the moment that the victim fell off of the walkway. Am I correct?
Yes, that's right.
According to your statement, you ran up to Morrison after you saw Justin fall off of the walkway. The problem is there's a contradiction between both of your testimonies.
There's a contradiction?
Morrison testified that he didn't see the victim fall into the vat until after you approached him. This wouldn't make sense, though. You saw the victim fall over the walkway before you ran up to Morrison. Morrison couldn't have possibly seen the victim fall again after that.
Oh, I think I see what happened.
You do?
I think you're misunderstanding what I said before.
I misunderstood you? If that's true, could you please testify to the court exactly what happened? Please include every detail that you can remember.
Sure.
Oh, boy.
Witness testimony.
She's either hiding something or something's fishy.
He was at the refinery when he heard a strange sound from the walkway. When he looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform. I didn't know how to get to the walkway from there, so I looked for help on the ground and found Mr. Morrison. He must have seen Justin lose his grip of the ledge and fall into the vat after that.
So the victim didn't immediately fall into the vat. He was hanging onto the edge of the walkway. That would explain how Mr. Morrison saw the victim fall into the vat after Ms. Tudor saw him fall off of the walkway. In any case, Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination.
All right, cross-examination time.
All right, let's take a look here. Did the refinery hear a strange sound from the walkway? What kind of sound was it? Held it. What kind of sound did you hear?
I'm not quite sure. If you had to guess, I'd say it sounded like the sound of metal hitting metal.
Metal hitting metal? The refinery walkway is made out of metal, so perhaps the sound she heard was something metallic colliding with the walkway. Did something shake the walkway and make Justin lose his balance?
When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the walkway's guardrail.
Hold on a second. What? Okay.
Held it. So this was the moment that you saw Justin fall off of the walkway.
Yeah,
And you said that he fell over the guardrail.
I did. But I'm not sure how it happened. I think something caused him to lose his balance. He tumbled over the guardrail and fell right off of the walkway.
Interesting. But that still doesn't explain why Morrison saw him fall after you ran to him for help.
Well, I did see Justin fall from the walkway. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform.
So should I grill her on that too?
Go back one statement. What evidence do you have here?
I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrails walkway. On the night of the accident, Mozarika Tudor saw Justin Way fall off of the walkway. She saw him fall. But they couldn't.
What about the other testimony? See what that says.
On the night of the accident, go ahead.
On the night of the accident, Mozarika Tudor frantically approached Noah Morrison and a man named Astor. She tried to tell him something. However, they couldn't hear her over the noise produced by the refinery machines. They noticed that Mozarika was pointing at the walkway, so they looked there. There, they saw a figure lean on a guardrail and break it. The figure fell from the walkway and into the vat of corrosive chemicals. Both Noah and Astor's testimonies match each other identically. Try that.
So the clang of metal she heard was the machines in the background. Objection! Over. She said over, didn't she? Rika, you said that the victim tumbled over the guardrail, as in he was thrown over it.
Yes, that's right. What?
Did you see the moment that the guardrail broke?
No, I didn't. I already told you that, didn't I?
But you did see the moment that Justin fell off of the walkway. And in that moment, did you see Justin break the guardrail?
No, like I told you, I didn't see the moment that the guardrail broke.
But that's the thing, Rika. According to Morrison, Justin Way broke the guardrail as he fell into the vat. More specifically, he said that Justin was standing on the walkway when this happened.
What?
According to the prosecution, Justin Way leaned on a faulty guardrail and broke it, falling into the vat. But that's not what you saw, was it, Rika?
No, I saw him tumble over the guardrail.
I'm afraid I don't see the importance of this, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness of perjury? There's definitely something going on here, but what? Mozarika's a mage, and I don't want to suspect her, but I need to consider every possibility. What is happening here? I don't think she's lying.
Telling the truth.
They're both telling the truth. They're both telling the truth, I guess. But how does that make sense? Okay, think through this. If we assume that Rika and Morrison are telling the truth, I need to remember the exact order of events. First, Rika saw Justin go up the walkway.
When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform.
She saw Justin fall over the guardrail and off of the walkway. Justin was able to grab onto the walkway ledge. That's when Mozarika went to look for help. This is when she ran into Morrison and Esther. Mozarika came running and told us. She was trying to tell us something, but the damn machines were too loud for us to hear her. She pointed at the walkway, and that's when we saw someone falling in a vat. By the time we could get him to stop the machines, it was too late. And then there's Asta's account of events. Did you see the expression on his face? He might have been unconscious.
I'm afraid I couldn't see anything on his face. It was much too dark to make out his features.
Wait, you didn't actually see his face? How did you know it was actually him that fell in?
Well, who else could it have been?
Asta and Morrison couldn't see Justin's face. That one detail of their testimonies never sat right with me. But I dismissed their suspicions. They found Justin's body in the vat, after all. I know for a fact that he fell into that vat, but I never considered one other possibility.
Another person fell into the vat.
Another person fell into the vat. Another person? It's not really possible, but it's the only thing that makes sense. It would also explain how Rika, Morrison, and Asta all saw someone fall off of the walkway at different times. But then, who is this second person? I don't have a choice. Even if I don't know all the facts, this is the only conclusion I can draw. I think you've had quite enough time to deliberate, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness or not? I am not accusing the witness of perjury, Your Honor. Both Ms. Tudor's and Mr. Morrison's testimonies appear to contradict each other, but they are both telling the truth.
Then please enlighten us, Mr. Cuthbert. How could both of their testimonies possibly be true?
Well, I think there's only one possible explanation. Both Ms. Tudor and Mr. Morrison saw someone fall off of the walkway. But the person that Ms. Tudor saw and the person that Mr. Morrison saw were two different people.
Are you serious, Mr. Cuthbert? Do you honestly think some random person fell into the vat moments after Justin Way fell in?
It's the only conclusion that makes sense, Miss Steelwind. Miss Tudor knew the victim and recognized him. That's how she was able to confirm that it was him that fell into the vat. However, Mr. Morrison and his companion did not know the victim personally. They could barely make out his features. They only assumed that it was him after learning that he fell in.
Please. It's far more likely that Miss Tudor is simply mistaken about what she saw. What? No, I'm sure I saw Justin tumble over the guardrail. And let's not forget Miss Tudor's allegiances. Let's not forget Miss Tudor's allegiances. As a beneficiary of the Draconian Trading Company, she has every reason to confound this case in the defendant's favor.
Oh, she's pulling those strings, is she?
That's not...
That's enough. This is a civil case, Mr. Cuthbert, not some murder mystery for you to throw wild theories towards. This was clearly an accident. Looks like I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to use my trump card. I have one piece of evidence that implies that this wasn't a simple accident.
Transportation magic.
Are you sure about that, Your Honor?
What?
Justin Way's death was reported as an unfortunate accident. As a result, the city guard put minimal resources into their investigation. More specifically, there was no reason to call in the Arcane Inquisition.
What are you talking about now? Why would the Inquisition be... No! Are you saying that?
Unlike the Oranak City Guard, I have a mage capable of casting Detect Magic. My bodyguard, Celeste McCoy, scanned the crime scene for magical traces, and she found traces of transmutation on the broken guardrail. Traces of magic were found at the crime scene, but that would make this a potential homicide, Your Honor.
This is ridiculous! The accident took place within an Arcane refinery. Those traces could have easily come from the purification process.
Ms. Steelwind, These traces were found only on the guardrails that Justin broke. We didn't find them anywhere else. We can't be certain of what happened, but it's clear that a mage used magic near the scene of the accident. Foul play may have been involved. So my theory of another person falling into the vat is entirely possible. My client is not at fault for the guardrail breaking. Considering the shocking revelation, there is still much we do not know about Justin Way's death. With that said, I have no choice but to suspend the trial of Von Sanctus versus Dracogen. I had a feeling that this would happen. Just like my other cases, the court won't pass a verdict unless a culprit is found. The court will give the Arcane Inquisition time to investigate the scene and these supposed magical traces. We will resume the trial in 2 days' time. Court is adjourned. Oh boy, that's not a good idea because the magic traces will disappear after 48 hours.
Oh, man.
Well, at least we survived the first day. But it kind of feels like we're back to square one.
Yeah. The Inquisition will get involved. They know that magic played a role in what happened. If I want them to dismiss the case against Dracogen, I'm going to have to find out exactly what happened. If that's even possible.
Uh-oh.
Hey, are you okay?
You feel a headache coming on.
Yeah, I think I'm just tired.
Well, this day has been exhausting. It's pretty late. Should we just head back to the inn and continue the investigation tomorrow?
No, I want to take another look at the refinery before the Inquisition gets there.
Throbbing pain in your skull seems to disagree with you doing that.
Yeah, no, we're heading back to the inn.
I'm fine, really.
Tyrion, I know you're anxious about the trial, but you need to get some rest.
Celeste, it's fine.
It's not. You're gonna work yourself.
Would you just stay out of my way?
Again, your voice came out louder than you meant for it to.
Uh-oh.
Fine. Whatever. Do what you want.
It's this damn city. Being back here is really getting to me. That's all the more reason to get through this trial as soon as possible. Soreness in my head doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Perhaps she's right. I'll be better off investigating the scene after some rest. Of course, I'd love to save my progress.
'Cause you never know.
Okay, so we got 2.5 hours into this. And it's only 9:26. What say you, package?
I think that will do it for today.
Okay. So, the canon has spoken. So, yeah. But what's going on? I mean, what's this rage in his noggin? I mean, what is he not telling us? Something happened. I mean, obviously, something happened at that old house. His mother's death is here. There's a whole lot that we don't know yet. And something's going on here. But what is it? We just don't know. But tune in next week. We're going to be doing this on Sunday nights. So next Sunday night at about 6 o'clock, I think that's a good time for us to start. That's when we will be back. And feel free to check out my Twitch page for my updated schedule. And, of course, check out Steele Twins Andy during his streaming nights. So, till that time, I'm the Cannonball Alex Steele.
I am the Package Andrew Steele.
We are the Steele Twins. And we are for real. Top guys out. Ciao.
Adios, muchacho.